Now, Anthony Richardson, this happened on Thursday, but I want your take on this because I did say on Friday that when he got injured, getting sacked, and, his pinky looked like Torrey Holt's and or Jim Harbaugh's and or Brian Baldinger's, which means it was pointing in a way that pinkies aren't supposed to point. It's like, well, I said he didn't do anything stupid. It wasn't his fault. He didn't fail to, get down when he should have gotten down. But, I mean, your take, is this something that maybe he should have found a way to avoid?
Yes, he should have found a. It was a tough play. I saw even his post-game press conference. They did a little bit something different on defense, right? But again, this is where you've heard me talk about, like, hey, the quarterback's got to be the ultimate general at the line of scrimmage. You got to know everything. You got to know where the protection goes and all of that. So as we play this, and hopefully we can play this a few times, guys, in the back, he thinks there's going to be a blitz off the other side, right? That's what they're expecting. They're expecting a blitz from his left side. And maybe guys said, yeah, if you could pause this when you get to the big right here, maybe somewhere in that. So he thought there was going to be a blitz to the top of the screen, right, Mike? You see 45 drops out. They don't blitz. Within that, they have called the protection to slide everybody to the left to pick up the blitz they think is coming from the Baltimore Ravens. Well, the Ravens pull the okie doke. They drop out of that blitz on the left side, and then they bring an extra guy on the right side. And now you have all your offensive linemen sliding to the left, and you're going to be short on the right side. And yes, there's nuance to it, but this is one of those things where, yeah, you didn't see Tom Brady, or you don't see Aaron Rodgers or Peyton Manning or Mahomes or Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson ever get hit like that because they understand the protections and all that. And when you have that type of protection and they do something like that, you got to kind of get your eyes back over there to go, wait, all my guys are going this way. And they brought two guys over here. And that's, again, nuance, reps, getting better at the line of scrimmage to become that total general, that a quarterback needs to be in the current NFL.
Okay, preseason question.
Yeah.
To someone who played in plenty of preseason games. Is it considered bad form to be doing the okie doke, scheming a guy on a free blitz in the first quarter of the first preseason game?
It's like you don't see it a lot, right? But Baltimore is a defense that does a lot of stuff. And within that, let's just say that's a basic version of something you can start to do complicated, right? A little bit. And I don't know. It feels like Baltimore might have known or whatever that they do that a lot. When you show it over here, they slide everybody that way, right? And they took advantage of that a little bit. But that's how Baltimore plays defense. And again, it's not their job to worry about, hey, you guys know what you're doing here, right? So maybe a little bit more advanced and tricky than you would have saw most teams do on the defensive side of the ball in week one, but not totally crazy, Mike.
Related question.
Yeah.
And we've seen comments along these lines from time to time. Aaron Rodgers talked about it last week. It's not supposed to happen, but to go back to segment one, when we were talking about Russell Wilson, quick decisions, getting rid of the ball, is there, and I assume there is, communication before the game between, a Sean McDermott and the guy that used to be his offensive coordinator, Brian Daboll, on, how we're going to do this? Are we going to do no blitzes? How do those conversations happen, and how detailed are they as to what defenses are going to do so that offenses can go out and operate a certain way?
There's definitely those conversations. There is about, hey, I'm going to play this group. I'm trying to play the first strings, this many drives, the second stringers. Some of that goes on for sure. I think there is some basic talks, at least going into preseason game number one, about how the game will be approached a little bit, especially if the coaches are close to each other. But, that's not, all in all in every scenario there altogether, right? So it goes down a lot, but I don't think it's every game between every coach and all that. And as the preseason goes, I feel like there's less of that. It's a little bit now like, hey, you got to get your team ready. Here we go. This is what we're going to do. But the preseason game one, Mike, I do think some of that goes on for sure. Yeah.
And I don't think it should be frowned upon. Look, it is glorified practice. It is simulated football. It is not a competitive regular season game. And I know the players involved want to do well, because what else are you going to do? I mean, if you're playing pickup basketball, you want to win. If you're competitive, you want to win at anything and everything, even when it technically means nothing. I get that. But to the extent that this is a show, that this is pretend football, that people are tuning in to watch by the millions, frankly, then why not orchestrate it a little bit? Why not choreograph it? Why not come up with an agreement as to how you're going to proceed in order to help mutually keep your players as healthy as they can be? All right, by the way, hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.